Hi guys, it's Miko Martinez, and in this video, I'm going to go over the SEO strategy of Ololly. So Ololly is a Korean skincare brand, and by my estimates, they're making at least $20,000 in monthly revenue with SEO, and that's without even selling its own products. If you don't know who I am a Shopify SEO expert. I've been in the SEO industry for over 6 years now, and I've worked on over 200 plus projects and helped scale some of them to over 7 figures in annual revenue. So let's get to the deep dive. So the interesting thing about Ololly is that they generate over $20,000 a month in revenue with SEO, based on my estimates, without even selling its own products, right? So what they do is they carry the products of other Korean skincare brands and they rank for those keywords, as you can see here, right? So they rank for things like Round Lab sunscreen. So that Round Lab is another Korean skincare brand. Goodal Vitamin C Serum, Beauty of Joseon sunscreen, and some of these have like significant search volume. Like this has 22,000 searches a month, which to me, either that's a mistake or I'm not sure if that's a mistake or not, because like if I look at sunscreen, that's like almost like 1/5 of the total, uh, you know, well, global search volume for the word sunscreen, right? So I don't know if that's accurate, but if that is, then this is probably a very popular product. But yeah, so their whole strategy, and well, based on what they're ranking for, is they're ranking for a lot of these other brands' what do you call this? Um, keywords, right? Like Misha Sun Milk. They rank number 2 for that. They probably rank behind Misha. And yeah, that's problematic because like why would they buy from Ololly if they can buy directly from the brand? And that actually makes their strategy interesting because they try to find ways to make you incentivize you to buy on their site instead of buying from directly from the brand, right? Like by doing things like, for example, bundling these products together for like a Korean, like for in this case, a Korean skincare routine for combination skin types, for dry skin types, etc., etc. And then they have internal links to like, oh, Korean skincare routine. This is what you do: cleanse, cleansers, toners. So it's an interesting strategy, and let's just dive into how they're executing that. So I'm actually going to skip technical SEO because I've done this for several deep dives now. I don't want to have to do a technical audit for every single deep dive I do. But if you're interested in learning about technical SEO, I have a free training. It's like 30 plus pages of training around technical SEO, how to like what issues are common in Shopify and how to fix them. If you want access to this training, I recommend you hop on our free school community. We have over 379 members there right now, and we're growing very quickly. It's free right now, but because of us, there's a spam problem in school. I'm going to be charging a small monthly fee in the future. So yeah, if you're interested in joining, join right now while it's free. The link is school.com/Shopify SEO. So yeah, let's move on. So navigation and site structure. So if you look at the navigation and site structure of Ololly, you can see that their navigation is incredibly clean. You can see that they have a shop by category, shop by routine, shop by concern, shop by skin types, shop by price, and then you have all the brands here, right? The brands that they carry, the other Korean skincare brands that they have, right? So it's very clean and it's very well thought out, you know. And when we look at their homepage, um, they feature, well, probably the collection pages with the highest search volume, like cleansers, sunscreens. What I would do though is maybe this is for Korean cleansers, I want to make it, more SEO friendly and actually put Korean cleansers in the H1 or the title tag just to make it no doubt, I mean, it's pretty clear, but you're asking the search engine to try to figure it out itself, right? So it's going to use some extra resources to figure out this is actually Korean cleansers. And yeah, it'll be much easier if you just had the word Korean there. But this looks pretty good. Yeah. And then they have like, shop by skin concern and the different skin concerns here. So actually pretty good. in terms of SEO on the homepage. Very clean. So yeah, nothing to really complain about. With regards to the collection pages, again, like the H1 in the title, even the URL, like if you could have done it earlier, like put the word Korean there, it probably would have helped. I like that they have a short description on top, right? So yeah, H1 URL title tag, description, short description on top. The product grid looks very clean. It has the star reviews, etc. And I think, yeah, the faceted navigation on the left also helps quite a bit. I think what it's lacking though is a longer description below the product grid. If you look at our training on optimizing Shopify collection pages for SEO, you'll see that this is the template we like to use for collection pages, right? It's the typical collection page on top, but below the product grid, we'd like to add a lot more content, detailed category description, some frequently asked questions, featured reviews at the bottom. And like, we just like to add more content to our collection pages because it, increases relevance. It provides the search engines with more context as to what the page is about, allowing allowing you to rank higher, right? Just more content, more context just helps the search engines. And that's the case for most of these collection pages, right? I would make this Korean sunscreens. I would make the title tag Korean sunscreens. And yeah, just more content on these collection pages. And that's probably why they're ranking really well for product pages, but not so well for collection pages, because the collection pages just lack more content, right? Yeah, product grid, you can ask questions. Internal links. So they have these internal links. Well, this one's missing it actually, but they always have this internal link for the Korean skincare routine, which is, yeah, very useful. I think this is a very popular page, right? It's basically a page that features like all the collection pages or all the most important collection pages. So it's really, really helpful, right? Yeah, so moving on. I think the key here is the product pages because that's what they're ranking for, right? Like they're ranking for, let's say, Round Lab sunscreen, Isn't Tree sunscreen, Good Old Vitamin C, Vita C Dark Serum plot. So yeah, let's take a look at their product pages because like typically when it comes to Shopify SEO, like you want to prioritize ranking the collection pages. They're broader, right? Like it's probably more profitable to rank for Korean sunscreen versus like a very specific Korean sunscreen, like the actual product, like Round Lab sunscreen, right? Like because Korean sunscreen would have more search volume. So I'm not sure if these volumes are actually accurate, but if they are, then like these are probably really popular products. All right, so when you look at the product pages, you always want to start with the key SEO elements, the H1, the URL, and title tag. So yeah, so if you're ranking for Round Lab moisturizing sunscreen, that's basically what you want the H1, the URL, and the title tag to be. And yeah, it's exactly what it is here. And then you want like, descriptions, features and benefits, specifications. So yeah, that's all this. See all these details. See, so they have a lot more content on these product pages than their collection pages. And that's why they're ranking for these product pages more than the collection pages. So the collection pages lack content. The product pages seem to be much more rich in content, right? They have more details, what to expect, how to use, even about the brand, ingredients, right? And then customer reviews. This one just has one review, but yeah, that helps. So yeah, these pages just have way more content than the product page, the collection pages, and that's probably why it's ranking well. They could add a little bit more content, like frequently asked questions, and even like frequently asked questions and specifications. I guess ingredients are the specifications here. So some frequently asked questions about the product, maybe. Especially if it has some significant search volume, it's always important to add more content. Internal links, like I'm not sure if they have any internal links here, but yeah. they could add internal links here, right? Like for skin types and skin concerns. I know they have pages for that because I remember seeing one, right? Like they have their every skin type. Okay, so Korean skin, I'm not sure. Yeah, so yeah, I'm sure they can add an internal link to skin types and skin concerns. I'm sure they have a page for that. Yeah, so there are some internal links they can add to these pages that might be helpful because they don't have any. Yeah. Schema. So let's check if they have schema. I'm sure they do. Most Shopify stores have schema built in, but it's always important to check to make sure that they are working. So organization schema. There's the product schema, the very first one actually. So yeah, you want to make sure all your product pages have schema. Most Shopify stores or themes have this automatically set up, but you just want to make sure it's working properly because they're very, very important, right? So yeah, you can see that they have these all pretty much down for all the product pages, right? They have a lot of information here. The thing I would add again is frequently asked questions, and just adding more internal links to these pages, right? Okay, supporting blog content. So they do sort of have some supporting blog content. So they have the Old Lolly blog, and well, I think they could do better internally linking to that blog. Let's see if any of those blog posts actually rank. Yeah, so they do have some blog posts rank, like reviews, skincare guide to banishing acne, skincare routine for acne. That's a really good one. Let's see how those rank. How to use BHAs. That's a good one too. Acne skincare routine. That's the same one. Yeah, let's look at these and how they're done. So yeah, it looks good from, from first look. They look pretty good. Yeah, they're okay. They internally link to the products, which is good. Like if you rank your blog posts, it's good to add CTAs to your product pages or collection pages, your shopping pages, because that can drive additional revenue. So it's like pro, so they internally link to their other blog posts as well. Yeah, so pretty good. More CTAs. Yeah, so when it comes to what do you call this, blog posts, you also want to make sure that you get the key SEO elements down. Like you want to have your target search term in those key SEO elements. So they could have actually simplified this, and instead of like the Korean skincare guide to banishing acne once and for all, they could have just kept it simple and did like a Korean skincare routine for acne. I'm pretty sure that's what I saw in the keyword list. Yeah, Korean skincare routine for acne. Yeah, they ranked number 1 for that, but if this was just Korean skincare routine for acne, I think it would have been easier to rank for that. And that's probably why some of their other blog posts aren't ranking. Hard to guess, right? A lot of them are not optimized for SEO. So they have a Korean skincare routine for acne. So the problem with this is that they are targeting the same keyword. I'm surprised that these are not cannibalizing each other because it's the same content, it seems, somewhat. Anyway, so yeah, that's like they need to clean up the blog. They look like they're targeting the same keyword with 2 different blog posts. That's not something that's good to do. The key SEO elements, H1 URL and title, target keyword should be in those. Optimize for SEO. Determine whether a blog post is optimized for SEO. Simply Google the search term and look at what's currently ranking, right? If not like these high DA ones are probably not the best to follow, but try to look at the content that's currently ranking and just make sure that your blog post is more informative, more in-depth, and covers pretty much everything the top rankers are covering, right? Internal links, we discussed this briefly. You want internal links to your shopping pages, but also internal links to relevant blog posts. Images, videos, and visuals. Yeah, so they use a lot of images, which is really good. And then product CTAs, which they do have, right? Again, product CTAs are important because they help drive additional revenue. So yeah. And link building. So let's see if they do any active link building. The best way to determine whether a brand's doing any active link building is actually just to look at the, not this, the backlinks. If you use Ahrefs, I use Ahrefs. I filter by do follow. I do DR at least 30. Domain traffic at least 1,000. This is like our minimum filters. And then let's look at how many backlinks for that. So there's only 64 groups of links. So that's actually not much. You can also do more filters like I like to do yeah, so this is last 30 days actually. So that's a lot of links in the last 30 days. New 7. Yeah, so it doesn't look like they're doing any active link building really. Yeah, like I don't think these are any like actively built links. Last 3 months, 17. Yeah, so I don't think they're doing any active link building. If they do get any backlinks, it's probably naturally because it doesn't look like any of these are backlinks built actively. Like they're not any guest posts, link insertions, etc. So yeah, they could probably benefit from a link building strategy as well. So yeah, that's it for now. It's it's pretty interesting that you can build a brand and not have to sell your own products because you can rank for your competitors' keywords, right? And generate a decent revenue, monthly revenue, just ranking for your competitors' keywords, right? Yeah, I hope you found this interesting. I sure did. It's an interesting strategy, and I don't think they're doing it intentionally. If they're more intentional about it, I think they could rank for the collection pages like the Korean toner, Korean cleanser, or even like longer tail variations of that, like Korean oil-based cleansers, things like that. And probably even rank for more of their blog posts if they actually optimize them for SEO. So yeah, they have, they're doing pretty well despite not, really maximizing SEO to its full capacity. And it's just like opens your eyes to, what can be done with SEO, right? So yeah, I hope this was insightful. If you want more of these, let me know. If you want to learn more about Shopify SEO, join our free Shopify SEO community. It's free for now, but in the future, I'm going to be charging a monthly fee to join. So yeah, join right now. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening. Cheers.